are released and free from being slaves to sin. We're coming to the blessed spring of life. Coming to the spring where living water flows, and glory will be living evermore. Going to the land where freely flows the spring, and glory will be living evermore. Oh, guide us with your pillars, Lord, of fire and of cloud. Oh, give us strength to follow with our lives. The moment that we cross the Jordan River is at hand. We're coming to the blessed spring of life. Coming to the spring where living water flows, and glory will be living evermore. Going to the land where freely flows the spring, and glory will be living evermore. Our thirsting hearts receive with joy the manna from above. Your precious food will always be our strength. So if the future finds us lacking, we will not despair. We're coming to the blessed spring of life. Coming to the spring where living water flows, and glory will be living evermore. Going to the land where freely flows the spring, and glory will be living evermore. And glory will be living evermore.
Today is the 15th day of the third month in the 10th year of Channel Group, April 15, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천지인 참 부모님께 형배 바로 Let us recite 가족 맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
May I call on John Bo Cesar Wanilio to offer the opening prayer. No.
Close our eyes. Let us pray. Good morning, our most beloved Heavenly Parent and our victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. We come before you, Heavenly Parent, to offer and express our deepest gratitude for all the guidance and protection throughout the night, and for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. We thank you, Heavenly Parent, for allowing ourselves to participate in this morning devotion. And we invite you, your divine presence, to be with us and to align ourselves in accordance to your will so that we can contribute to the advancement of your providence. Beloved Heavenly Parent, we would like to also pray for the good health and protection of our beloved True Mother and to all our leaders, our blessed families, and all our brothers and sisters throughout the world, as we also strive every day to completely unite with our beloved True Mother to accomplish our responsibilities so that we can contribute to the realization of substantial channel group in our lifetime. Heavenly Parent, as we begin this new day, we invite also your divine presence to use your mouthpiece, Heavenly Parent, our beloved national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog, to deliver and convey your hearts and your will, Heavenly Parent, so that all of us can truly attune to your providence. Heavenly Parent, thank you so much for everything, for your love and guidance and all the blessings. And we would like to offer this together and report in your name, Cesar and Eugenia Wanilo from the Blessed Central Family. Aju.
Let's all have our unison prayer. Say Jack. Aju. Good morning, leaders, elders, brothers, and sisters. Good morning. So, to read for our Hondoke reading this morning, may I have Miss Christine Sarmiento.
Morning, especially to our national leaders, to all brothers and sisters. So for today's reading, the book of Mother of Peace, Hakchahanmun. Chapter 11, the restoration of Canaan in heaven and on earth. The day before the blessing, Prophet Redabi had told me that neither wind nor rain would deter the people from attending the blessing. On the eve of the blessing ceremony, as the news of bus cancellations poured in like the rain, Prophet Redabi and his team went into emergency mode and somehow procured 500 more buses. The Prophet worked so hard, running here and there to fulfill what he knew was the people's great wish to attend the blessing. As the day of the continental blessing ceremony arrived, the people acted on that great wish. Beginning at 5 a.m., couples entered the stadium. Long lines formed with everyone waiting patiently. When they entered, participants headed for the third floor, which provided shelter from rain. Despite all this, a festive mood filled the venue. People danced and sang in gratitude for the historical blessing they knew they would be receiving from God's only begotten daughter. The atmosphere was like a festival. Their dedication was further on display when, at Prophet Radabi's request, participants on the third level made their way to the ground level and onto the field. Even with raincoats and umbrellas, most were soaked to the skin. Nevertheless, Nothing could dampen their spirits. Once seated, the participants often rose to dance, sing, or applaud. The commitment Prophet Radabi and the members of the Revelation Church of God showed was remarkable. When I arrived at the stadium, I could see brides and grooms in their tuxedos and wedding dresses, waiting for the blessing. Seeing me, a thunderous roar and loud shouts of Mother Moon, and applause followed. I felt that the clouds were releasing showers of joy and blessing. More drama ensued when, as I was about to leave the green room and enter the elevator, the electricity went out. Incredibly, even though the music stopped, the participants continued singing and cheering. Foregoing the elevator, I walked down 3 stories, determined not to let challenges, large or small, derail the blessing festival. When I arrived near the entrance tunnel, Prophet Radabi was waiting with a big, bright smile on his face. I was very pleased to see him and said, "Let's do our best today." He invited me to enter the stadium in an open car. The plan was for me to circle the stadium field, greeting the participants before making my way to the stage. Due to the rain, we adjusted the plan and closed the roof of the car. Even so, as we exited the tunnel onto the field, the crowds broke into a deafening roar. The participants rose, waved, and shouted, "Mother Moon," as the vehicle made its way through an honor guard. But after we had driven a few meters onto the field, a miracle occurred. The heavy rain suddenly stopped. The crowds moved into the unsheltered stands to see me, and then instantly we saw the stadium was packed. I once again felt gratitude for our joyful Heavenly Parent who is always working behind the scenes. We opened the roof of the car, and Prophet Radabi and I waved and greeted the rapturous crowd. The cheers and shouts of the audience were incredible. It was truly an amazing sight. Prophet Radabi looked at me and proudly said, "Mother, the whole stadium is filled." I went on stage to officiate the blessing ceremony. For the first time in human history, we held a continental blessing ceremony with Africa, the first continent to receive the honor. 162 couples representing 54 countries, consisting of 54 newly married, 54 already married, and 54 religious, governmental, or tribal leaders couples, took the stage. Seated on the stage were more than 100 representatives, including 5 current heads of state and official government delegates. Among the blessing participants and VIPs were 6 former heads of state, 12 parliamentary speakers, 140 parliamentarians, 219 traditional rulers, 127 major religious leaders, and more than 80 media representatives from 30 countries. Among them was the king of South Africa's largest tribe, the Zulus. The Zulu tribe is famous for resisting conquest by European forces and for playing a key role in shaping the identity and tradition of modern-day South Africa. Assembling such a galaxy of distinguished couples and witnesses on stage added to the significance of the blessing ceremony. I officiated the holy water ceremony with the heart of blessing, a reborn continent, heavenly Africa, a continent of hope and blessings. Prophet Radabi came on stage to receive the holy water bowl and assist me. Rather than emphasize protocol based on his position, Prophet Radabi gladly assisted me. I strongly felt that he was indeed a filial son whose only desire was to help his mother. following the holy water ceremony was the proclamation of the blessing and the blessing prayer. On this blessed day, I poured out my heart of Africa's sake, the hope of countless prophets, kings, and traditional rulers on this continent is to usher in the day of lasting peace by attending Heavenly Parent. I earnestly pray that this continent will be blessed by heaven. Adjo.
Thank you so much, Miss Christine. And now to offer his 10 points of gratitude, may I call on Mr. Clint Clatero.
Morning po, naririnig lang po ba ako? So, good morning mga parents, good morning Chunpo families, Chunpo Challenger, to all the leaders, brothers and sisters. Good morning! So, this is my 10 points of gratitude. So first, I'm so grateful and thankful for Heavenly Parents because He gave me this another extension of my life. And second, I'm grateful and thankful for Heavenly Parents, true parents, that through them my life has changed. Third, I'm grateful and thankful for Heavenly Parents and true parents for every opportunity that they gave me. Number 4, I'm grateful and thankful for Heavenly Parents and true parents for all the blessings that I have received every day. Fifth, I'm grateful and thankful to all my brothers and sisters for not giving up despite all the challenges that they face in their life of faith. 6, I'm grateful and thankful to Heavenly Parents and true parents that I am still alive and working on His providence. 7, I'm grateful and thankful to all my brothers and sisters around the world that they are working so hard for the providence. Number 8, I am grateful to my past experience because without this experience, maybe right now, I'm not able to grow. Number 9, I am grateful to myself that I'm able to wake up early morning to attend Heavenly Parents and work for providence. And lastly, number 10, I am grateful and thankful right now that I have this opportunity to share my 10 points of gratitude. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Clint, for sharing your 10 points of gratitude. At this moment, let us witness an offering song offered by our Cebu Blessed Children. A round of applause, please. Lonely, the path that you've taken for the sake of me. You walked alone, the whole world against you. Never did you stop. And I pray that someday I'll somehow be able to live my life perfectly. And today I'll give my whole life and devotion to you. Now I'm on my knees asking for left footprints on the golden sand. So all I have to do is follow your way. True parents of mankind, I thank you for saving my life. We failed you 1,000 times, but you never stopped giving us grace. Your love for us was beyond compare, and I'll never know how to give it back. My life, my soul, my everything, all belongs to you. Through the rain, the storm, I'll still go on, 'cause Mother, you're my inspiration. Now I'm on my knees asking for forgiveness, for I never really served you enough. You're the King of Kings, and you washed my feet, and never asked for anything in return. You left footprints on the golden sand, so all I have to do is follow your way. True parents of mankind, I thank you for saving my life. Mother, please don't worry. We are here. You will become the light of Yeojong. We will go together with you, Mother. Mother, we thank you. And we love you. Now I'm on my knees asking for forgiveness, for I never really served you enough. You're the King of Kings, and you wash my feet, and never ask for anything in return. Now I'm on my knees asking for forgiveness, for I never really served you enough. You're the King of Kings, and you wash my feet, and never ask for anything in return. You left footprints on the golden sand, so all I have to do is follow your way. True parents of mankind, I thank you. True parents of mankind, I thank you. True parents of mankind, I thank you for saving my life.
어머니 감사합니다. 사랑합니다.
Wow. Thank you so much, Cebu Blessed Children, for that wonderful offering song. And at this juncture, receive internal guidance and inspiration. Let us all welcome our national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo T. Halo. A round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, our Sister Yani. I would like to greet our beloved Heavenly Parent and true parents. Good morning to all our beloved leaders, all our Chango families, all our blessed families, and brothers and sisters. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Welcome once again to our national morning devotion. Thank you to our Region 7 family for hosting today's morning devotion. It was a very moving song. Thank you for all our second generation for their beautiful offering song. Really very inspiring and really touching offering song for our beloved Heavenly Parent and true parents. Also, thank you for the 10 points of gratitude by our brother Clint. Yeah, so and today is really a great time. Today in our headquarters, we are preparing for the blessing ceremony tomorrow. So our HQ now is transformed, very beautiful, brand new. I think really very exciting, especially for those who will be receiving the blessing tomorrow. Yesterday already, brothers and sisters from Cambodia came, and from other nations also, they're already here. So they came here to join the blessing. So Philippines is one of the venue. So we are really happy to welcome my brothers and sisters. So we can really feel, how precious this time, this activity, especially the blessings entering our beloved true mother. This is the most, awaited by our heavenly parent and by our beloved true parents. So I congratulate in advance all brothers and sisters who will be joining the blessing. Yeah, and their parents also who came. Some parents also came very long, very far to just attend the blessing of their children in our nation. So really tomorrow will be a great celebration with our beloved True Mother. So let's really prepare our hearts. And also tomorrow we're going to have the special great works. So for those who have registered, anyway, some announcement maybe will be given. So please do not miss to participate the special great works tomorrow afternoon. Today around I think 4:30 p.m. So those who have registered, please participate. Today I will be sharing with you today I'll be sharing True Mother's message from her book, the anthology. Unity is a prerequisite for freedom and peace. Okay, let's study these words of True Mother. True Mother said, unity is another prerequisite of freedom and peace. Unity is another prerequisite of freedom and peace. Consider the life of a husband and wife. If the two have not become one, how can they enjoy the freedom of husband and wife in a true sense? If a husband and wife are not one, then there is no hope for harmony in the family. So peace in the family will be an impossible dream. So when we think about, peace in whatever level, unity is actually the key. So without unity, there is no, Mother said, there's no freedom and and peace. So unity is really the key to achieve freedom and peace. So like in the relationship of the husband and wife. So between husband and wife, there will be no freedom or peace if husband and wife are not united. So that's why Mother is saying here. So if a husband and wife are not one, then there's no hope for harmony in the family. So peace in the family will be an impossible dream. So that's why, this time, people are always, talking about peace, freedom. This is actually our human desire, right? Heavenly Parent have created to be able to experience peace. And then also human beings, this is all our desire. But we talk about peace, freedom, but we, really couldn't unite because of so many factors, right? Of course, always it goes back to the disunity of our mind and body. That is really the key. So how much we should really put effort to really unite our mind and body. This is really the key, because husband and wife also cannot become one if each individual are, always, having the conflict between mind and body. So really, we can realize how really, precious true parents teaching, guiding us really directly. Many people are just talking, very vaguely, you know, uh, because of this. Then really unity in the next levels of life cannot be achieved. So really everything should start in unity between mind and body. So, and then unity between husband and wife will come, and then in the family, naturally, it will expand in our society, in our community, then in the nation and in the world. So, truly, how important unity is. And of course, it's easy to say this word, but to really realize unity, it's really, not easy. Life and death, actually, to really make unity, especially mind and body. This is, a long course that human being are going through. So because of the fall, so it's not easy to unite our mind and body. That's why without, living life and death, having that kind of determination, it's impossible to unite our mind and body. And only with our own effort, we cannot do it. That's why, because of true parents, guiding us and, providing everything that we need. Even, we really absolutely need the support of the spiritual world, right? Prayers and devotion. By just our human power, we cannot make it. That's how important, unity. This will really bring about kingdom of heaven, right? Through peace and freedom in the individual, in the family, in the society, in the nation, and in the world. Truly, this is important. True Mother said, the foundation for peace begins in our heart. So a person blasphemes God if he stands before the unchanging God and says he will vacillate. We blaspheme love if we stand in the presence of his unchanging love and practice vacillating love. So the foundation for peace begins in our own heart, when we share both sorrow and joy with God. So from there, we can expand the base of freedom and happiness in the world. So like, when we say, our mother is saying here that, like, if we are saying that, if we are changing, for example, mother is saying here, like, a person blasphemes God if he stands before the unchanging God and says he will vacillate, like, we are, like, changing. The same is true with blasphemes love if we stand in the presence of his unchanging love and practice vacillating love, changing love, or changing like belief to our heavenly parent. So it's like we are we are not true with what we are saying. Even we tell heavenly parent, and then also we are saying that, or we believe with the unchanging love, but our practice is different, then it's like against what we are saying if we are changing. So because God is unchanging, and also the same is true with love. But if we practice changing love, mother is saying, then it's like we are we blaspheme God and also love. So mother is saying that the foundation for peace begins in our own heart. So when we share both sorrow and joy with our heavenly parent, so from there we can expand the base of freedom and happiness in the world. So that's why, where is the beginning point? Always in our heart. So the same is true yesterday. We learned from Father that really kingdom of heaven begins in our heart. Also the foundation of peace, mother is saying today, that always begins in our own heart. So as heavenly parent is our parent, so we share both sorrow and joy with our heavenly parent. So once we develop that relationship with our heavenly parent, that's why we can really feel our true mother. We can see her physically, so we can really feel true mother's heart. Is she joyful in times of sorrow and difficulty? We can feel that, and then we share together, right? So that is the meaning, where we already made or established the foundation in our heart, right? Everything should really begin in our heart. Even peace begins in our own heart, and then we share together with our heavenly parent. We share together with our true parents, our true mother, both sorrow and joy. So from that foundation, then we can expand the base of freedom and happiness in the world. So really, how can we develop this kind of connection of heart towards our heavenly parent, towards our beloved true parents, right? And then also peace can start from this foundation in our heart. True Mother said, a religious movement must arise that will teach us to achieve mastery over the body. For this reason, a religious movement must arise on this earth that teaches us to achieve complete mastery over the body and is able to unite the people of the world. Jesus started such a movement. So, in the time before Jesus, nobody is, really teaching about, mastery over the body. This movement started in the time of Jesus, when Jesus came. And then Jesus, emphasized how important first, the word of like that, and then overcoming the desire of the body. Jesus started to teach about this one. And then, especially when true parents came, right? True parents are the only ones who have taught very clearly, right? And then pointed out where the fundamental problem starts. This is the disunity of mind and body, and then how to, master, or how can our mind overcome the body, and how can our body unite directly or completely to our mind. So true parents have taught us very clearly. So it is necessary, Mother said, that a religious movement must arise that will going to teach us achieve mastery over the body. That's why we have met all these trainings, we are doing all these activities, these martial arts. What is the purpose of all these things? So we shouldn't really miss the purpose of why we are going through training. This is to have unity between mind and body, for our mind to have complete, to subjugate completely our body. This is really the main purpose of all the activities that we are doing, right? So we are preparing very well. So when the individual started to have, of course, it's not really easy, but, we can see how much we are improving, we are developing every day in our life. For example, when we join, we can see how much we have improved when we are serious in doing our responsibility, our mission. You're going to see clearly how much things are improving in your own self, right? In our own self. How much we are developing, we can see clearly. That's why we are truly, grateful, and we are truly fortunate people that we are, we know true parents, we know, and then we are studying true parents teaching. We have the opportunity actually in our lifetime. Of course, it's really not easy, but because of true parents, true mothers working in the physical world, and then true father in the spiritual world. Both physical and spiritual are working together. And then all the things that were given to us by true parents. So we have the opportunity to really master and really unite our mind and body. Haju? So as we continue to, learn and study and, try to practice every day in our life. Haju, so we can see how much we improve, we develop continuously. That's why we are really, fortunate that we could live in this time, and really we know clearly what we need to do, how we should live our life because of our beloved true parents, our true mother, who is continuously guiding us now on earth. Mother said, it is our destiny. Please bear in mind that these words are a warning from God, proclaimed to human beings wading through the muddy waters of a corrupt world in the last days. We all are called to fulfill this task of restoration. It is our destiny. We can never escape our destiny, which is heaven's absolute mandate. So even, sometimes we could feel challenge and, difficulty, but actually we cannot run away from our destiny. This is our destiny, true mother said. We cannot escape. Yeah, maybe we can, sometimes run away, try to hide, but actually we cannot escape, because this is our destiny. We are all called to fulfill this task of restoration, mother said. It is our destiny, so we can never escape our destiny, which is heaven's absolute mandate. So that's why, despite the challenges and difficulties we are, experiencing, especially in this world still we are living in, right? But really, the only thing we can do is to move forward continuously. Mother, how much true mother is encouraging us, emphasizing to us also how important we are as blessed families. Just the fact that we have received the blessing, we are completely different people. We are always shining, through mother said. So we have to really, stand and really become light of this world. We can become the hope of this world, right? That can really, give hope to other people. So we have to really accept, most importantly, that this is our destiny. We shouldn't try to, escape or run away or, try to avoid, but how to face, the challenge, the difficulty. This is, no one can do this if we, try to avoid, as blessed families, whatever we try to avoid this time will be carried by our children, our descendants later on. So we don't want to leave any burden to our descendants, to our children, right? So that's why no matter what, we have to accept that this is our destiny. And then with a grateful heart, we have to carry out our responsibility, no matter what, even, very slowly, but just continue, move on, right? And really find a way. And then one day we can really break through any difficulties, any situations, and we can be victorious like our beloved true parents. Aju? Aju. True mother said, from where do peace and happiness really come? I think everyone at some point in life searches for the origin of peace and happiness. Yet, from where do peace and happiness really come? They do not originate from America or Korea or the United Nations. The crucial issue is how we, human beings, whose minds and bodies are in conflict, can come to embrace a true view of the universe and find peace and happiness in our own hearts. In our own hearts, the remnants of 6,000 years of war between good and evil continue to flare. The First World War was horrendous, as was the Second World War. Such wars, though, were relative skirmishes in a much larger conflict, and neither lasted more than 6 years. So really, this is the big question: from where do peace and happiness really come? As human beings actually desire to be happy. Everyone desire to be happy, but where should it come from? Saan ba magsisimula yung peace and happiness? People just wanted to be happy. They are doing everything, to be happy. Temporarily, some people become happy, but at the end, they are, they end in loneliness. They are unhappy. People are unhappy. So saan ba talaga nagsisimula? This is a big question to many people, right? People wanted to be happy, but at the end, they became very lonely. So it's like very ironic, right? And then they're free. They are doing anything they want, but still, why people cannot be happy? People are thinking when you have a lot of money, you will be happy. But look at, many rich people. Are they happy? They are not, right? So where does really peace and happiness come from? Saan ba yung nagsisimula talaga? As people, try to do everything they want because of the, once they say freedom, but still they are not happy. Saan ba talaga nagsisimula ang happiness, right? So that's why Mother said the crucial issue is how we human beings whose minds and bodies are in conflict. Because of this conflict of our mind and body. So the most important is, how to find peace and happiness in our own hearts. Aju? So in our own hearts, Mother said, the remnants of the 6,000 years of war between good and evil continue to flare. So for more than 6,000 years, in our hearts still there is the battle going on continuously, right? So like Mother is saying here, talking about the First and Second World War. Such war, though were relative, Mother said, but only lasted actually for 6 years, these wars. But what is really most serious war than this, than the World War? So let's continue with this slide. Mother said, it is a war that seemingly knows no end. So yet the struggle between mind and body that goes on within each of us is the worst kind of war. It is a war that seemingly knows no end. and whose inevitable result speeds us to ruin. Everyone feels the torment of this struggle in his or her own life. The confrontation between mind and body is a fierce battle of good versus evil, representing the prolonged struggle between God and Satan. So actually, this is now the time to end this battle, right? So already it was taught to us very clearly. So, many people, if you don't know the root, then you cannot solve anything. But for us, because of true parents, we know already where this, conflict have started. And then mother is saying here, this is more serious than the world wars, the First and Second World War. And then this war between mind and body seemingly knows no end. Can you already, for thousands of years, continuously until this time. That's why the wars we can see now, external war that's happening like in Ukraine and Russia, this is just, a proof that continuously war between mind and body is still very, very serious until this very time. All this conflict that's happening in the world, these are proof. These are a result of this unity of mind and body. So how to solve this? So people are just trying to solve the war, right? The government are, trying their best just to solve the result of the most serious war. What is that war? Between mind and body. So who is, really solving this problem? It's only true parents. So true parents started to teach, individuals through the divine principle. So if people started to learn, the divine principle and try to practice, then later on there will be no more wars. This is the ultimate solution of wars and conflict that are continuously happening in every corner of the world. Aju? That's why mother said the confrontation between mind and body is a fierce battle of good versus evil, representing the prolonged struggle between God and Satan. So that's why the only one that can solve, this prolonged struggle of God and Satan is actually true parents, the Messiah, right? So they are the only ones. And then as true parents came, and then they help every individual. And then later on, peace in the family will come. Peace in our society, in the nation, and in the world. Truly, how really serious this is. Of course, always we hear about this, but really when we look at our own self, how much, I am still struggling between mind and body, the unity between the mind and body. How much? Before it's like 100%, but because, continuously I practice, I try, now become 90, 80, we are coming closer. Of course, we are still, far, but we are moving even slowly because we know what to do, right? And then we share to others. Truly, even how much, nations will do, increasing their weapons, their weaponries, trying to strengthen their, power. But, this is just external without solving the core, the root, these things will continue. Right? That's why true parents are solving the root problem. Really, this really truth is serious, and we have to really start actually in our own self. Even though it's the impact and then the scope is so big, but actually the starting point is in us. So meaning we have the control, right? Sa atin, it should really start in each of us. Each individual, to solve this, seemingly no end, no war. Mother said the course of overcoming this struggle is our destiny. So because of this conflict, the ideal of the true human potential has been hidden away in a dense fog and trapped behind a high fence. So we must generate a wind of truth and love that is strong enough to sweep the fog away. We must tear down the mighty fence between our mind and body that stands so high as to pierce the sky. So the course of overcoming this struggle is our destiny. That's why continuously, we are doing our best. How much true parents is really, helping us. Now, Through parents, let us, inherit Chunchimwon to help us strengthen more our spiritual power to overcome, right? Without this support from the spiritual world, we can never overcome this battle between mind and body, right? This continues until this time, cannot be solved without the support of the spiritual world. That's why our prayers, our devotion, that's why we have now Chonchimon, where Heavenly Parent can really come directly and really help us, the entire spiritual world, right? Our true Father who's really working very hard, Hojinnim, Hunjinnim, Demonim, right? So we need to call them. Actually, we need to call them, and our ancestors, especially after we liberate them and bless them, they are with us, helping us to bring victory, especially in this struggle, and help us accomplish our mission, our responsibility. Aju. So Mother said, finally, to win this battle, we must overcome the desires of the body. So to win this battle, we must overcome the desires of the body, such as for sleep, money, and unprincipled sexual satisfaction. So when he set out on his course decades ago, my husband, Reverend Moon, declared as his personal motto, before seeking dominion over the universe, you must first control yourself. And that is how he has lived throughout his life. So this is the serious problem now we can see of our young people. Especially our young people, they don't have self-control. So that's why if we don't have self-control, then everything goes, then big problem. We destroy our own self, we destroy our family, we destroy our society. So how to teach, self-control? So of course we do our effort physically, but at the same time, spiritual support, right? Spiritual support. That's why it needs a lot of prayer and devotion and chongsong, and with our inheritance of Chonshimwon prayer hall, already like Chongpyong came to our nation, came to our regions. So that's why we have to use the power of the spiritual world. Only our power is not possible. Even how good we are of many things, our power alone cannot solve this problem. That's why absolutely we need the support of the spiritual world. Aju, that's why our continuous prayer and devotion. So anyway, let's continue to do this, and especially make really conditions after we have set up our Chonchimwon prayer hall in our own areas, in our own regions, right? So really the core to solve all this problem is to really have self-control. How to control, these excessive desires as fallen human beings that we have, even though we are blessed, is still, that's why even, our brothers and sisters, we could see many difficulties, even blessed families, we cannot, deny these things that are still happening. So that's why this time we have to really reflect more deeply. That's why True Mother is doing everything to help us to be victorious and win over this very serious battle that really, is bringing unhappiness to individuals, to the families, and really completely solve this and truly live in freedom and in true peace and happiness. Aju. So that's why we are truly grateful to our beloved true parents. So once again, let's really offer our gratitude to our heavenly parent and true parents. So I think, really these days, even though we are like advancing so much with the providence, but ultimately individually how to settle and really become more stable. So with the support of the spiritual world, we can make it. Aju. So once again, thank you very much. And let's really celebrate together with our beloved true mother, with our beloved true parents. Starting today, this is already part of the celebration of the 62nd cosmic holy wedding of our beloved true parents. This is truly special because now, together with Heavenly Parents Day and True Parents Day, this is the first time that we will be celebrating all together in this very precious day, the holy wedding of our beloved true parents. So once again, let's offer our gratitude to Heavenly Parents and True Parents. And thank you very much, beloved brothers and sisters. Let's have really a great celebration with our beloved True Mother. Thank you, and let's have a great day today. Kamsahamnida.
Thank you so much, Reverend Leo Halog, for the internal guidance. Indeed, no, uniting our mind and body is very important aspect we should practice in ourselves because it is a fierce battle award that each one of us had. So, all right, today, let us witness the reflections from our IAYSB Regional President, Mr. Boniface Picardo. Uh, Kuya Bonnie, we can't hear you.
Okay, so good morning, heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning to our national leader and all our blessed families, Chonbo, and all our brothers and sisters all over the world. Good morning. So I'm very pleased to be here with you today, and I'm so inspired with our national leader's message coming from our true mother, our true parents, which is unity is a prerequisite of freedom and peace. So I know this is our continuing quest, which is to achieve peace and prosperity. And without unity, it is we cannot really achieve it. So yeah, I'm here now in Cebu, and I'm so grateful for the experience that I had because through the training that what we are into, so we're able to really grow ourselves and how we could really unite our mind and body. So yesterday we had our Tong El Mudo promotion, and also there's a lot of things that I really reflect upon. So since a lot of young people now is really confused about how we can really achieve peace, and without our true parents, I think there's no way for us to really absolutely fulfill this great task, which uh, uniting our mind and bodies start from our relationship with our heavenly parents and true parents. And I'm so grateful because through this experience that I had, so I can also share it to others and how we could really embody the ideals which our true parents really investing so much to us. And our true parents indeed come as the substantial truth and fulfilling their sacred task of restoration. True Father devoted his entire life for the sake of liberation and salvation of humanity. So this talks about our message today talks about how we could really achieve Chun Guk. And it is our continuing quest to really help our true parents and how we can stand bold and courageous and to really put this into substance in our family, in our community, in our province, in our region. And another question that strikes me the most is from where do happiness and peace really come? So it starts from following our original mind. And if we follow our original mind, we can really live for the sake of others. And if we get rid of our selfishness, peace and harmony will be possible. And according also to our message for today, is that the course of overcoming the struggle is our destiny. So it's very true because we are living in this world that is not the desired will of God, which is we are fallen and we lost from God's ideal. And for us to go back to original position. So we need to really walk the course just like our two parents have done for us, which is the course of indemnity. And so much things that has been sacrificed, and celebrating the anniversary of our two parents tomorrow. So it would be our great source of inspiration on how we could really fulfill our task and responsibility whom our two parents entrusted to us. And I do hope and pray that the main point of the celebration for tomorrow is for us to really become the citizens of Chonolgo. And I think everyone is really excited and really feel so much inspired to receive the blessing. And to all our brothers and sisters here, I hope we can help one another to protect each other and to really receive the blessing. Because whether we like it or not, there's no way for us to receive it without our two parents, our Messiah. So I hope, today, so we can reflect on how we could really make ourselves better and to early march forward for Vision 2027. Thank you very much and have a nice morning, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Boniface, for that wonderful reflection. And for our last reflector for today, may I call on our Tong Ilmodo Regional President, our Chonbo Cherry Malalay.
Good morning, our Heavenly Parent, our true parents, our leaders, brothers and sisters, Chunbo families and blessed families. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank you for giving me such an opportunity to share my reflection in today's message, which is unity, a prerequisite for freedom and peace. Now, it struck me the most when it was mentioned that unity is such an important aspect, especially in the relationship of husband and wife, because there are a lot of struggles within the family, and sometimes we just tend to ignore it. We tend to leave just natural, probably because we forgot that the main aspect of uniting our family is through the relationship of husband and wife. So both beings need to reach perfection of their own mind and body. Now, this mind and body is in constant struggle as we face our daily schedules, especially if both parents are working. It is really a struggle, be it in the mission or in the outside world, which is our work. So difficult to impose simple rules within our family if the relationship of husband and wife is in constant struggle. So, as a blessed family, it has been our challenge how we can unite and maintain unity within our family. So, our only guide is our beloved true parents, our true mother, the heart of our true mother, which is the constant guide for our family to be on track, never derailed on the track, which is to go to the Chonilgok, which is the main vision of our true parents. Now, true parents is always mentioning that or teaches us about uniting our mind and body. It's a constant struggle. If we talk about the outside world, right now, we are threatened by the war in Ukraine and Russia, but this war is just temporary. Soon it will end. But the longest struggle, the longest war that has occurred in the history is the war within us, our mind and our body. Now, within me, it has been my struggle how to maintain or unite my mind and body as a blessed family, as a mother, as a sister, as a teacher. and as a neighbor, how I unite mind and body and engage with the people around me. Now, there are a lot of factors that affects the unity of my mind and body. So may it be money, may it be food, how I will support my family, how will I support my mission, how will I maintain all of this relationship. However, the foundation is within us, within our hearts. That is why it was mentioned by the message by Reverend Leo Angelo Halo that up until now, we are still struggling on how to unite our mind and body. And within me, it's truly evident. Many times I am in constant battle or in war. That is why I find it hard to find ways how to comfort our true mother. But you know what? The spirit world is very active. No matter how much I tried to um, don't listen to the words or ignore all the inspirations that I receive, may it be spiritual or physical, but the spirit world is truly alive, especially um, when I when we completed the liberation of our ancestors. um, I just cannot ignore the spirit world. They're always there. Even if sometimes I get lazy and doing my tasks in HTM, but the spirit world will always find a way, will always guide me, even to the point of striking me that I should stand up, I should continue, I should fulfill the wishes of our Heavenly Parent and our true parents, and ultimately become Chanbo. But it doesn't stop there. Spirit world is telling me to continue because there are other people, there are other blessed families who are still struggling how to become Chanbo families. So with prayers and devotion, and recently the providence of Chanchemon, it helps us, support us, on how we could absolutely overcome our the disunity of our mind and body. And with that, I thank our true mother, our true parents, for continuously guiding me, us, all of us, how to win this battle. True mother said, to win this battle, we must overcome the desires of the body, such as for sleep, money, and unprincipled sexual desire. Yesterday, during the graduation of our Tungil Modo workshop, we were so happy because our practitioners, they were able to um, pinpoint these fallen desires that hinders them to become successful as an individual being. And we are always at the back of them to support them, help them how to become successful person and ultimately receive the blessing. So all of these desires will really hinder us in accomplishing our mission. But it can never be accomplished if we don't follow the principle, if we don't follow the will of our true parents. So I was struck with the personal motto of our true father, which is before seeking dominion over the universe, you must first dominate or overcome yourself, your own mind and body. So with that, brothers and sisters, let us continue to win this battle by doing our responsibility, helping each other how to overcome all of these um, fallen natures, all of these entities that tries to block us in doing our mission with our ultimate goal, which is to become Chonbu families. I have already achieved that part, but it doesn't stop there because it's what our true mothers mentioned. No one should be left behind. Just like in the Department of Education, no one should be left behind. It also applies within our own Heavenly Parents family. So I hope we help each other continuously. And thank you so much. May you all have a great day for today. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you so much, Chunbo Cherry Malalay, for that reflection. Moving on for the announcement. Is there any announcement from the national?
Good morning, brothers and sisters. For those who have registered for the Hyojong Chonbo Special Great Works for the 62nd anniversary of True Parents Cosmic Holy Wedding, we'll be having our program this afternoon at around 4:30 p.m. So once again, I would like to invite our members who have registered for this special event. As you can see in the screen, this will be the program, and we are expecting for you to come and participate in this very special event.
Okay, so to formally
4:30 p.m., di ba?
Hi, to formally close our morning devotion, may I call Ms. Kathleen May Mandar to offer the closing prayer.
Please join me in my prayer. Let's bow down our heads and close our eyes. Good morning, our beloved Heavenly Parent and victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. First of all, we are very grateful for another beautiful day, another life. Thank you because we are able to gather and devote ourselves to you this morning. You have showered us a lot of love and bestowed us countless blessings. Our hearts are so happy and grateful to receive them. Thank you for the words of inspiration that constantly sustain our spirits. Heavenly Parent, we have seen sun rising again, and this is giving us so much hope in these trying times. Heavenly Parent, may you always make our hearts pure and sincere in everything that we do. We have made mistakes and committed sins in our thoughts, words, and in our actions every day, and we are asking for forgiveness. And we deeply feel your presence in our lives, and we are asking for your guidance every day. And please make us the people who can live a meaningful life that can make you happy, and we love you, Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Thank you so much again. This all I pray in True Parents' name. True.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kathleen May Mandar. Let's offer our unison prayer. Si Jack. Aju. Okay. Thank you so much, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, leaders, our elders, for attending our morning devotion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you so much po.
Dear Santo.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Ate Yadi.
So much. Good morning to all brothers and
Morning, Stuart Gilson, Rosa.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kuya Cesar. Kuya Cesar.